my name is Margaret Nickel, and I'm a licensed esthetician in Colorado. I'm also a past educator and I'm laser certified. I'm retired now, and I try to do skincare videos. And I'm starting to talk a little bit about the royal family. I want to be careful. I have to tread lightly there, and makeup. And I I went and had some Botox at a advanced aesthetics beauty school, and I had the Botox I think on February 8th, and I I think I had 50 or 60 units, and I really, you have to take the needle and you need to hit the muscle, go in and then come out a little bit, and then inject the Botox. And of course, the young lady that gave me the Botox is a student, and it was free. So I don't really see, I was really hoping that I'd have, my eyebrows would be, up like this a little bit. I mean, I've had it from professionals, and where this was, really tight, and they did a little lip flip, and they were supposed to they put it in here, but I don't really see a whole lot going on. I'm happy with my lip filler. I could probably use a half a syringe, but it doesn't quite work that way. You buy a whole syringe, from what my understanding is, and I guess they could put some filler up in here because I'm starting to lose fat up in the temporal area, which is very common. I still have quite a bit of cheek volume, which I'm happy about. Now I am on Ozempic, and I'm almost down to 150, and then every Friday I give myself an injection, and I just picked up my refill. But you have to be careful because I really am seeing the Ozempic face, and I see it. I don't want to mention the person's name, but it's pretty sad. Their face looks terrible. They're so thin now. I predict this celebrity slash royal will be getting some filler in the next month or so, because she just looks so drawn. And I also wanted to talk about, I'm going to call the school up and remind them that I still want to be a model for students. They have laser treatments, intense pulse light, all kinds of stuff that I would like to, for them not to forget me, that I would be a great person to practice on. And then I also have some other friends that are opening up medical spas, and I've also contacted them if they need any models. You'd be surprised, over my 20 years of being an esthetician, it's really hard to find models. And you think, oh yeah, people are going to stand in line. But when you need the model for this day and this time, all of a sudden, no one's available. And since I'm retired and I'm basically a YouTube influencer, and I also work on Rover, taking care of puppies and cats, which has been so much fun. It's so healing, and the animals love me so much. It's just great. And a lot of that is working amends. It's part of my Alcoholics Anonymous recovery, is to, I felt I didn't treat some of the animals I had when I was young, and my family didn't treat some of the pets that we had. And a dog had to be given away with a divorce, and no effort was made to try and hang on to the dog. It was terrible. And so this is my living amends, taking care of dogs and cats and treating them the way I wish that I was treated as a little kid, because I think I've talked about how I grew up in an alcoholic home, and basically both my parents were alcoholics. My mom was more functional than my dad, and but still, it was really tough. And so I also, when I help cats and dogs, it gets me out of the pity party, and I focus on these poor helpless animals that need my help, and they need their walks and their food, and it's such a nurturing, loving thing for me to do in retirement. I just love it. And I highly recommend it. If you're retired, I don't think I could, pay my bills, and if I was a younger person. And I know many people that of the younger people that do Rover, it's like a side uh, job, and gee, you really need to be available all day long to take care of the different pets, and they're so sweet and so adorable. And I also wanted to give an update on I'm looking for a mascara, like all women over 50 look for mascaras and concealers. But I was raving about the Milani tubing mascara, and the first couple of times I used it, I just loved it. And then as the days went by and I kept on using it and reusing it, I really noticed a lot of flaking, and the flakes would get in my eyes, and I was very disappointed. It started out good, and then it went downhill. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my Tartlet tubing mascara, and it's $24 on Amazon. So I'll just go ahead and treat myself to that. And then I love jewelry, and I've been looking at a lot of jewelry on Instagram photos. And I'd love to get a pair of emerald earrings, but I don't want to spend the money on a pair of emerald earrings. And jewelry has gotten so expensive. So I found this website, which I'm pretty sure that I was familiar with him. I had heard about him. And I think he started out in the 60s. And I don't know if Kenneth Lane is still alive. But I went to his website, and he just has some beautiful emerald jewelry. So you might see me sporting some diamond and emerald earrings in the near future. So I'm excited about that. And then I do have some high-end reproductions. This earring right here, it's a reproduction of a Harry Winston classic earring. And I have some other reproductions that are beautiful. I have a big diamond reproduction, 14 karat gold or 18 karat gold, beautiful zirconium in it, with the little side diamonds. And I've had that ring for 25 years or so, and I just love it. I enjoy it. It's not real. I don't feel scared when I wear it, but it's so glamorous. I think that jewelry is glamorous. I just love it. And I'm really excited with all the rappers wearing jewelry. It looks so good on them. And I've been watching some rappers on YouTube, some interviews, and they're so macho, they're so masculine. They remind me of how men used to be. So I enjoy listening to their interviews, looking at their jewelry, and I'm like, as you all know, I'm a jewelry fan. My mother's family were in the jewelry business. They were clock repair. They also made clocks, watch repair, jewelry repair. So they were in the jewelry business. My grandfather had his own jewelry business in the Mission District in San Francisco for years. And then he retired and went to work for a big jewelry store in San Francisco. and his daughter, my Aunt Lois, worked with him because she followed him into the jewelry business. And I do have some family pieces that I cherish, and I have my grandmother's engagement ring, which I'll probably show you in the upcoming videos, and I'll show you some of my jewelry. I just love it. These are probably 1910, 1920 diamond pearl drop earrings. They're beautiful. They are real. I just love them. And they were bought many, many years ago by a partner. And I'm just so appreciative. And then, of course, I have my fire opals on. And then I have some freshwater pearls. And this freshwater pearl necklace, it undoes, you undo it, and it just comes like down to my waist. And so there's a lot of different styles that I can wear it. So I'm just seeing if there's anything else I want to say. I have my blankety lipstick on, of course, and I have all my sunscreen on, even though it's snowing. And I have my e.l.f. poreless putty primer on, I put on. And I'm probably going to call this school and see if I can come in for more Botox. You shouldn't see that line there. You should not see that line. That should be like that. So we'll see if they can't do a little touch up. And gosh, there's so many things I want to talk about. But I think that's it. Doing these videos, I've noticed weird, like, see what I just did? I went, and I have all these weird mannerisms. So I'm going to be working on getting rid of these strange mannerisms for these YouTube videos so they can be a little bit more professional. But I also want them to be relaxed too. And you can ask me questions. I'm on Reddit. I got out of the makeup group because there was all kinds of trans men on the makeup group, and I didn't feel like they were serious enough with their questions. But I am on one of the groups for new estheticians, and I've been answering a lot of the new estheticians. It is very difficult to find a job when you're new. Many employers will go to the school and say, hey, can I have some names of your top students? I'm looking for someone new. But that was 20 years ago. Back then, the trend was to hire someone right out of school and then you can train them the way you want. Now, there is so much involved that you really do want to have someone who is already trained, and then you can tweak them a little bit. There's so many more services that estheticians do, and it's just too risky to hire someone right out of school. They can hurt someone, cut someone. And so that's why the trend is now towards hiring people with experience. You can go back to your school and volunteer 1 or 2 days a week if you're just going crazy, and get some practice in. You can offer to work the front desk, try out for that. I actually tried out for a front desk position in a medical spa, and they contacted me and said, hey, we'd like you to be an esthetician, not a receptionist. And that's how I got my job at a medical spa. So you never know. And you can also keep sending in resume after resume after resume, and maybe they might get so sick of you. I've heard of employers doing this. They get so sick of you that, here, come on in, let's see, let's see you do a facial and what else you can do. So if you're persistent, it's helpful. Let's see, I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I want to say. I think that's about it for today. If I think of any more things I can tell you, in another video. It's hard to find content, And then I also got dinged on Instagram for using a photo that was copywritten. So what I'm gonna do is I think I'll just take my own photos, and I don't want to get involved with that. And then I also have Instagram telling me that I can't like things right now. I can't follow people right now. They're trying to protect Instagram from me. Okay, so I must be doing something wrong. So it might be I'm using a lot of probably photos that could be copyrighted. So enough of that, and it just takes me a while just to get a good shot, so I can share with you. So I guess that's about it. And it's a beautiful snowy day. I lived in California for 40 years. I couldn't stand it. And prior to that, I lived in Michigan, and I love the Four Seasons. And I've been out in Colorado since 2011, and winter is my favorite season. And we're having a big storm. I love it. It's a wonderful day. And if you have any questions, no question is stupid, no judgment. I'm here for you. And I do have a lot of my past coworkers, their moms are asking them questions. So sometimes the moms don't even know how to get on the computer to even ask me a question. And it really touches me that they're doing that. With the castor oil, I haven't really seen any eyebrow growth or eyelash growth. It moisturizes my skin. That it does. Whether it's moisturizing it temporarily, as long as it's on my skin, I don't know. I'm taking the eye bright herb so my scleras can get whitened. I think my scleras are gray from just 25 years of drinking alcoholically. It was just terrible. I'm so glad I'm sober and living life sober. It takes a lot of courage to do that, and life isn't boring when you're sober. It gets really interesting and fun. You can have a lot of fun without drinking, and if you're having trouble not drinking, there are tons of meetings. And then I do a meeting on Friday nights at 5:30. It's like the Rocky Mountain AA group. So there's all kinds of support and help, and everyone is so sweet. And part of our recovery is helping other people get and stay sober, sharing what we've learned for free from other people, and just passing that on. So if you want to have beautiful skin, if you have acne and you want to clear your acne up, start off by not drinking alcohol. Don't smoke marijuana. Don't take all ecstasy and all these drugs. They mess with your brain chemistry. They mess with your skin. You're going to be healthier and better off just being sober. You get used to it. Your courage comes every day. You get stronger and stronger, and you really do get the life that you've always dreamed of. And on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. And thanks for listening. Make sure and like the video. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.